Hi, I'm Jeff Tobe and I am Coloring Outside the Lines. I'm a professional speaker, trainer, and consultant, and author of the books Coloring Outside the Lines and Anticipate, Knowing What Customers Need Before They Do. Normally, you'd find me flying around the world speaking to diverse industries and organizations, but things have changed, haven't they? These days, we're all a little closer to home. Luckily, I have always conducted virtual presentations and I've conducted virtual brainstorming sessions, and I'll continue to do so as the meetings world changes. During my online presentations, I use the latest technology and streaming. I also utilize polling, chat, and confidential survey tools in order to create an experience that's interactive and engaging for attendees, no matter the size of the group. I presented virtually for as few as 4 business executives to as many as 475 conference attendees. All of my presentations are as high energy, high content, and high fun as you've come to expect from me in person. Coloring Outside the Lines in COVID times is about thinking more creatively about the obstacles that face us in turbulent times. I truly believe that creative thinking will allow us to see the opportunity that crises affords us. It's about re-engineering, reinventing, and reassessing our businesses and/or our organizations. It doesn't matter what profession or industry you're in, we all need to be more creative nowadays. Here are some clips from Coloring Outside the Lines in COVID times that I recently presented to the ANSYS Global Controllers Conference, which included attendees from 16 different countries.
So let me ask you a question. In the chat box, I want to know if you believe you are one of the most creative people you know. So just a yes or a no. Yes or no, I believe I'm one of the most creative people I know. You know what? We have some work to do. All right, let's get started. This is kind of the mission statement the group came up with, and I love sharing it. They said the first priority of leadership is to engage the right people at the right times to the right degree in creative work. That engagement starts when the leader recasts the role of employees. Rather than simply roll up their sleeves and execute top-down strategy, employees must contribute imagination. And that's the only way we're going to look at things differently, if we can kind of drive that creativity through our own organizations. All right, guys, you all know the song, no matter where you are. We're going to get the blood moving. Come on, we're going to clap. Ready, get ready? All of us. Come on, get the blood moving.
Whether it's a 45-minute keynote or a half-day workshop, Coloring Outside the Lines in COVID times will get your people outside of their comfort zones looking for opportunities where everyone else sees only limitations. Join me to 1. Understand that everyone is creative, 2. Look at your business from a new perspective, 3. Learn to give yourself an ask, an alternative solutions kit, and much more. I understand that there's widespread stress right now in our personal and professional lives, but let's color outside the lines by creating value, fun, and educational content for your virtual attendees through an online keynote, webinar, or training. Let's talk about how we can make your next online meeting flawless, stress-free, and a wow experience. Until then, I'm Jeff Tobe, urging you to keep coloring outside the line. I use the latest technology and streaming, and I also utilize polling, chat, and confidential survey tools in order to create an experience that's interactive with attendees, no matter the size of the group. I presented virtually to as few as 4 executives and as many as 475 business professionals. All of my presentations are as high energy, high content, and high fun as you've come to expect from me in person. As an example, I recently presented my newest program, Leading in Turbulent Times, to staffing professionals around the world. I'm happy to say that I was rated the highest of all webinar presenters that they've ever had, with comments like, "This was the best lately, considering that we have all had to change the way we work." We'll work together to mix and match any of my virtual programs, which include Coloring Outside the Lines, creating a new customer, patient, or member experience. We Like You the Way You Are, now Change, on change management. Listening Between the Lines, effective communication skills. Let's Get Engaged, getting your people more engaged in what they do, and Appreciating the Care in Healthcare. I'm also happy to work with you to promote the event as well. I'll create a brief promo video to help with your marketing efforts like this one. I'm professional speaker, author, and consultant Jeff Tobe, and I am Coloring Outside the Lines. I'm so excited to join the American Staffing Association in these crazy times in presenting a virtual discussion that I call Leading in Turbulent Times on May 7th at 12 noon Eastern Time. Whether you are a leader or a prospective leader, you won't want to miss this. So, I realize there is widespread stress over having to postpone or cancel events and whether or not we'll even get back to meetings as normal. But I want to help ease the challenge of hiring your next speaker. Let's color outside the lines by creating value, fun, and educational content for your virtual attendees through an online keynote, webinar, or training. Just email me at jeff@jefftobe.com or call me directly on my cell at 412-759-5319. And let's talk about how we can make your next online event flawless, stress-free, and a wow experience. Until then, this is Jeff Tobe urging you to keep coloring outside the lines.